Hello, all y'all good people, and welcome to the Pop Culture Green Room. This is Kimberly Bryant.
And this is Blair Bryant.
And
Oh
of course,
wow.
again, we've got,
This
yes,
is
go for it.
and this is really Diva. Like, oh, thank y'all for including me in that intro. I appreciate it. That's why I was like, Shaw. I'm listening
Yeah.
again.
Absolutely. So, of course, back by popular demand, we've got Philly Diva with us again. And what better way to get it back?
Yes.
Because obviously, we've been sick. Blair, we've been so sick. I've been around a bunch of little children, and little children carry sicknesses and illnesses, and I forgot. And so, me coming back to visit everybody and being in the same vicinity, I got Blair sick, and my niece is sick. Everybody's
Yep.
well, I got sick.
It was contagion over there. It's
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Strangely no COVID, but just pretty much nothing.
Oh, I know. It's so
Unfortunately,
weird.
tis
It's
the
like,
season.
so true. This is the season, but the
And
good
it
thing
took
is
us a while
now,
to get off air straight
yeah.
after that.
Oh, I know. It took forever to recover, it seemed like. So the bounce back was like, oh, it was treacherous. But the good thing is we're back. We're back. We're like, okay, so what happened in the 2 weeks while we were gone? Let's
A
see.
lot.
A lot.
So we're going to make wait, what's that?
Especially in Bravo news.
Yeah,
Especially on
a
Bravo
lot has
news.
been going on.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yep. So this is going to be our Vanderpump Rules, Bravo news. Don't we're gonna get the all right. So of course, let's see. The number one topic that we would start off with is Vanderpump Rules. All right, but you want to bring this off and start it up because you had a great topic you want to start off with.
Well,
Yeah, so
that's fine. You can go ahead if you want.
okay, because we were just talking about like the
Yeah.
where Vanderpump Rules was going. Like
Mm-hmm.
last year, you guys know I'm new to Vanderpump Rules. I know some of the things, but last year it really looked like a goodbye of
It did.
It
Vanderpump
did.
Rules. Like it
Mm-hmm.
looked like a series finale. Lisa gave a nice farewell speech. We were all, I think collectively
Oh
as an
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
audience,
No
I didn't
doubt.
watch. You guys tell me. Were
Yes.
y'all ready to say goodbye?
Yes, without doubt, we were definitely gearing up for that because well, I mean, it seemed like everything, like all the sense of being tied. There was really nothing else going on. Everyone's growing up. The only person who still worked at Sir was Raquel, who's now Rachel, and James Vanderbeek, who kind of had sort of worked there
James
because
Vanderbeek?
She's not James.
oh my god,
James.
James Kennedy. Yeah, I rarely slip up on names, and I can't believe
What
I just
she
Woo!
does? I know. That's
Shout
why I'm
out to
so
the
shocked.
90s Dawson's
yes,
Creek.
I know.
James Kennedy.
I don't
James Vanderbeek. Here, I will say that with my whole chest. Here.
know wait. That was
Bring
funny.
it over.
So James
I'm sorry.
Kennedy. I mean, I guess he kind of sort of like I guess like he's employed by proxy just because of the fact that I mean he's more of an independent contractor, but he has his gigs there all the time for See You Next Tuesday. So he's like the only one that's got any kind of real affiliation with Sir still.
True.
It probably still does today, and as far as I know. But
I mean, yeah, because
yeah.
they were bought out of Tom Tom's, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, they were.
so
Mm-hmm.
the Toms were bought out of Tom Tom, so they have no affiliation with that. They can't film at Schwartz and Sandy's.
Yeah, because Greg
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want them filming over there. And I don't blame him.
Yeah, Greg said no.
So strange to me, which is why, like, why would I don't know why he doesn't want them filming there when that actually helps with the income of the business.
Probably despite, well, no, I don't want to say probably despite anybody because I don't know
Mm-hmm.
that man. It just seems like he's a very spiteful person from the few scenes I saw from him on TV. I
Yeah,
don't
and it's,
know
I don't know.
why.
Yeah, I haven't like not I don't know too much about him, but I know that it was actually when we did another podcast episode with the Bravo mom. She actually met him and got like his perspective and stuff and everything. Like he was kind of like giving her like insight of what would happen and stuff, what went down as to
Mhm.
like why he I guess made not the decisions in regards to like them filming for the show, but I guess in regards to like Tom Sandoval, like how the whole scandal and stuff like
Yeah, yeah.
affected the company and everything. But But you know, I was just always wondering. I was like, I wonder why they chose not to film there though. Like that's what and why he chose not to. Because you would think, I mean,
You
wouldn't you
would
think that that
think.
would put more money in your pocket? And
Oops. Yeah,
Um, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, that I was like, I would think that he would want the show there, the business there, but if it's not. Oh, sorry, my glasses are fell
Yeah,
asleep.
I guess Mike. What I saw, I guess the way I looked at it is that Greg is like a true businessman at heart, like show or no show.
mhm.
And the fact that it's like that they were they're dropping the ball a lot of things, and I mean that was a shit show from the start. And
True.
it's Greg's investment in his money, and it's kind of like doing everything he could because of the fact that like they're pretty much amateurs at this and trying to like
Yeah.
off the ground. And granted, I mean, I have some friends who've gone there before. They said it looks super cool on the inside and all, and the food is actually great, and the drinks are great. But I think a lot of it's the location. But then, because even before the skin ball even happened, that locate, I mean, it was struggling to begin with. It wasn't
Yeah,
even all
like
that
a
great.
mini mall, like a strip mall area.
Exactly, and it's kind of like, and who's going
Mhm.
to go to a bar at a strip mall, And that's like the
Well, but that's
I've been getting.
yeah, but then again, though, it's like if you're familiar with Southern California, a lot of, especially like when I was in San Diego and just going around out and about, like in Los Angeles areas, a lot of bars and places like that, they are like strip malls that they're in. So that's why it doesn't really surprise me much. I think it's just, it sounds like it could be like the location of where it's at.
I think that's
But
probably
yeah,
a lot
because
of
like
yes.
even like a lot of the like, because even in the beach town I lived in Pacific Beach in San Diego, just about a lot of the bars, they were like in strip malls, but they're not like how you would see strip malls in normal, residential
Right.
areas and everything. It's yeah, but it worked and they've been in functioning and business for years and years. But yes, it's like that part didn't doesn't really not surprise me. Not I mean, I don't really say that might be the issue, but I think that might be the location, the area. But someone was saying, I forgot what podcast it was I was listening to, but I think it was somebody was on there and maybe it was Greg. I don't know if it was a podcast, I can't remember, but they said that even like, no, or maybe Ashley had brought it up on ours and she said that even like Brad Pitt would go to like was it Tom Tom's or whatever, like Schwartz and Sandy's, like a lot of like A-list celebrities would actually go in before
That's right. She
Scandal
did say
even
that. I
hit.
forgot about that.
Yeah, uh-huh. And I think whenever all that hit, like they just kind of people they started kind of like
I think I
disappearing
want to say
from a lot of things.
she did say he would go to Schwartz and Sandy's.
Okay, I knew it
Yeah.
was one of those. Okay.
I'm almost
Yeah.
positive that she did those Schwartz and Sandy's said actually go to. And she said,
Well, then that's probably why I wouldn't. Honestly, if I had A-listers coming to my restaurant, I wouldn't want it on a reality show either.
yeah.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't either,
And I think it was that he probably went there
to be
because there weren't a lot of
honest.
people there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Even before Scandal hit, they just weren't getting that much traction.
Yeah, that's true.
And you would
That's
think with the show they would
very
have,
true.
and it's like, and once it happened, it got even worse. And so I could see it. Greg's probably like, all right, this is already a shit show. It's getting even worse. I just want y'all to have
Hmm.
this yourselves from this right now, and I don't want you filming. And
Yeah.
I think that's what's gonna happen. But honestly, I think that they're gonna probably shut down within the year, or he's gonna just like
I think
rebrand
so.
it, or he's gonna buy them out. That's what I think is probably what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think he's going to buy them out, and then maybe Tom can use that money to pay off the lien against the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh goodness, because I didn't know that.
Because
And then hmm that's right.
because
Because
that's what
we're in the one year
that's wrapped in the
anniversary.
lawsuit too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
so I listened to the Emily D. Baker podcast, right? Emily podcast,
Uh-huh.
and she was just talking about this lawsuit as far as Tom and Ariana. And the way she
Right.
broke it down is because Tom doesn't just want Ariana to sell the house and leave.
Hmm.
He wants the lien against the house that, the money that he borrowed
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
for Schwartz and Sandy's, $90,000. He wants to sell the house, pay that off, and then split the money in half.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why
Oh, I
Ariana
see.
is fighting this. Like,
Makes sense.
Oh, okay.
no, if we're going to sell the
Got it.
house and split it, we're
Hmm.
going to sell everything
Everything.
first. We're going to get
Uh-huh.
this custom. That's what she was talking about in the shop. We're going to
The
get all
custom
this
furniture,
custom
that's right.
thing,
Oh,
all of this appraised. We're going
oh, you're right.
to sell everything and
Right.
split it. And you take your half and you pay off your debts. I take my
Hmm.
half and I pay off my debts. And never the two shall meet.
I get, that
Like
makes sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
that is the fair and equitable, at least in my opinion. I'm not a lawyer.
Hmm.
My major was communications, so I got the gift of gab.
So ours.
Like,
So was ours.
I know, how funny is that?
You see this? I know, full circle.
right?
There's the
So
three of
that's
us
what I'm saying.
communications majors.
And we just sitting here talking and talking.
Right.
See, my major
Hard
is
to
paying
believe.
off for me, kind of.
I know, right? Anyway.
So I'm not that I'm not ever not team Ariana, but
Mhm.
we can discuss the friendships, in a minute. But that lawsuit, I feel bad that she has to now kind of go this way because clearly he is not going to be a mature individual about it.
No.
He never will be.
Like I'll just buy you out.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'll come up with a
Yeah,
number because
that's
it's not going to be the debt of the house. Like
no.
it's going to be for everything I put in here too.
Hmm. Yeah,
Like,
that makes.
and at
I
the
mean,
end of the
yeah,
day, why should you get to stay and be happy when you messed up the dynamic? I didn't mess up the dynamic.
right.
Yeah.
You messed up the dynamic. So
And that's the
you
whole thing. Hmm. That's just, and he still plays the victim the whole time. It's just
Mhm.
like I've never seen. It's where it's so frustrating to see somebody struggle so much to like own up to what they did and just and not play the victim. And then Raquel, oh, she's doing this whole thing. Oh, she did everything all wrong. It's like
Yeah.
she should have just come back to the show, honestly, if she
nope,
needs a
nope,
paycheck.
nope, nope. Because where she
I
is
don't.
right now, well, right now,
Hmm.
as in where she needed to be at that time, right?
Mentally,
Megan,
yeah, I think, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I agree. Mentally, that's the right thing. But financially, if she needed, like I think financially, if she needed the money, then probably she should have gone to the show. I personally think she should have not gone back, and
you
she
know what she
shouldn't go
should
back
do?
because she needs to get a lot of work done on herself. What does
She
she
needs
want
What?
to
to
be
know?
a pageant coach.
That's true.
What? That's so
Yeah.
true.
Be a
That
pageant
actually,
That's the only
coach.
thing she knows, and all this she probably, yeah.
and
Like
she'll probably flourish at it. No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're like, in all
start with the
seriousness.
little girls,
Yeah.
work your way
Hmm.
up, be a pageant coach.
Because I'm telling
Yeah,
you, because even though
and then
she's got a
from there,
bad rap from Vanderpump Rules, people are clout chasers. They're gonna want to work with her.
They're gonna want to
exactly.
work
Yeah,
with
that's
her,
so true.
and she should go to where people won't know her, but she would have a successful career,
Hmm.
like in Utah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think she would do great in a place like
Arizona. She could
Utah.
stay
I think she
there,
would.
but she
Hmm.
could go to
Yeah.
Utah and start there.
Yeah.
She could go to
Hmm.
Colorado,
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
you
true. Very
know,
true. This. Uh-huh.
blend in,
Hmm. So there's a whole world out there.
Oh yeah.
But it's, oh my, I think I'm flabbergasted. Did I even say
like
that
because
right? I
she
don't even
doesn't.
know.
I feel. I don't want to say I feel bad for her. I just don't think she has any idea of what to do with her life, and
Yeah.
I
She
don't know
doesn't.
that. And I just don't think that her parents are the type to give her the direction that she needs right now. Not to say that,
Right.
they're not good
Exactly.
parents or anything. I don't know
Hmm.
them, they seem to be loving
Right.
individuals. But I just
Hmm.
don't know if they're able to give her the type of direction in this situation that she needs right now. Because honestly, baby, you're gonna have
Hmm.
to play into your strengths and go where no one knows you and rebuild your reputation. Like you have to
Right.
rebuild your reputation. Us as women, we really
Hmm.
only get one.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
women only get a reputation, and to be able to rebuild it, it's going to take you time and effort, and most importantly, consistency away from the spotlight. And
I
I
Hmm.
agree.
don't know if yeah, she's because she's been in it for
Mm-hmm.
so long. I don't know if that's something she can do.
Right,
Um,
right. Yeah, and you're right. And she has been, but it's like I feel like, but that was a really great idea though. It's like I wonder if she ever thought about that. Just using her
no,
pageant experience. You're right, no, she hasn't, because all
no.
she's been thinking about is just
To stay
the
in,
fact
because
that
the thing is like, okay, I gotta take
mhm,
this off because like, oh, this
go for
light
it.
is
You're
gonna
okay.
blind me because like I need the blue light protection, but the
Hmm.
way it's crooked is it's just fucking with my head.
Yeah, I smashed. Yeah, I smashed mine. Like I have some blue light ones right here, but like they don't sit right on my face because I sat on them, and so they're crooked.
Yeah, yeah, yes, like same. So
Mhm.
I don't know what I don't know who sat on them. Oh Jesus, the way these are so uneven. I just put them on the table. I'm gonna have to take the hair dryers home or some hot.
Oh, wait, that works?
Oh, I used to work at Lens Crafters in college, so you can
Oh,
shape your glasses if you take a hair dryer to them
uh-huh.
and just heat the
Are you
plastic.
serious?
Yeah, you don't want
Really?
or no, seriously. Like
Oh,
we would frame glasses, we would put them
uh-huh.
in hot water to make them more malleable and frame them. Like we put our hands in
Really?
gloves and put them in hot
Uh-huh.
water and just yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Learn something new every day
Yeah.
because
Yeah. It's
that
just
means
hot
those,
plastic. You have to just make it more
yeah.
malleable. So when you do
Oh,
it when it's,
okay.
not warm, I mean, when it's, I hate to
Mm-hmm.
say cold, but that's when it can break. But when it's
Right.
under warm water and the
Water, it's
plastic loosens up, it becomes more flexible and pliable, and then you can go
that
ahead
makes
and shape
sense.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes so
Free
much sense. That
jewels
means
for
I'll probably put it,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh man, I know. Yeah. Could have fixed my expensive Banana Republic sunshades then a few years ago because that's all it
Yeah.
really was. The plastic one had gotten bent, and I ended up like, and I couldn't wear them anymore because it was bent. And I, at least
No,
now I know.
take them to the kitchen, fill the sink up with hot water, put your dishwashing gloves on so you're not burning your hands as
Yeah.
Look at that. Y'all are
crazy.
watching the pop culture groom for a reason.
Right.
For this point.
Cue NBC's The More You
I
Know.
know, right?
Yeah, right.
And this is pre-Ouija.
Oh my gosh. I love it. This is just the beginning.
What else happened in the Bravo school that I want to talk? Brittany and Jax.
Okay,
Yeah,
do you think
Brittany.
I want to hear
Yes.
your
I
take on this.
think I think the Brittany and
Lady.
Jax thing, okay. I don't wish ill on nobody's marriage. So I'm gonna preface that
Correct.
first. I don't wish ill on nobody's marriage when I believe in
Right.
the sanctity of marriage, and I mean that. I mean I believe in the
Hmm.
sanctity of marriage.
Right.
And I
Absolutely.
don't mean like men and women. I believe in marriage. Like F
Right.
that
Right. I
men women.
agree.
I believe in marriage. I believe in love, lasting commitment.
Hmm.
Now, with that being said, I always thought that relationship was doomed from the start. Like, what the fuck?
A lot
I
of
know
people
it.
felt that
Everybody.
way. I
Hmm.
kind of felt that way, but I was rooting for them anyway. Just like I said, it's like that. Like you want people to win. You want people to
You
succeed.
want people to win. Exactly. You
But
want
it's
people to
like I
win.
just didn't like. I feel like
I'm
Jack's
surprised it
problem was
lasted this
just
long.
easy to like. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. I
You know
feel
what I
like
thought?
that she was probably got. I guess he felt like it was easy for him to get over on her. I think that's probably what he felt like, and then, but I don't think he expected for that many people in their inner circle to be as attached to her as
Hmm.
they are. So I was like,
I think that Jax really thought that he could grow up.
that makes a lot of
I
sense.
I think that he thought he could grow up and he had to found the girl to make him
Uh-huh.
mature and she could make him do these things, even though we saw when he would play in her face why she joined Weight Watchers. He sat there and even most recently
Hmm.
said she had a stroke. Why would
Yeah,
you
he
utter
did.
something like that about what like
Yeah,
Oh gosh,
so
I wish I
his
knew.
character has never this is sorry to say, his character has never changed in the last what 13 years.
yeah. And he
It
probably
really
thought honestly thought
hasn't.
it and it didn't work. Yeah.
So again, I am always rooting for marriage and rooting for love. and I believe in the sanctity of marriage, but I am not surprised by this happening.
I'm not either.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like
A lot of yeah. There were a lot
I
of
was a
people who
little
thought
bit
that they were
surprised.
I didn't mean to show my
Go
inside
for
face.
go for Blair.
there were a lot of
You're
people who kind of
fine.
thought that it was like that. This was fake because they wanted to get attention on the show, but I don't think. I mean, at first I didn't really know what to think but I was kind of thinking, I'm like, this is a little bit too close to home. And then the whole thing with whenever he and Tom Schwartz went to Canada, and that picture he took with is looking really cuddly and cozy with his publicist, which was a very poor
Yeah, that
taste.
was weird.
And then a few days
Mhm.
later, it was this announced that they still were separated. And some people were kind of like, well, they probably just do this for show. But to me, it just felt a little too on the nose to be that calculated. But then also, like, while I was listening to another podcast, Beyond the Bonds, talking about it, Troy, one of the hosts, was saying that Brittany was not that good, wouldn't be that good of an actress to play off something like that to not be real. And plus the way she talks about her son, like, and his well-being and stuff like that. And then so that's why I believe that it was actually that, that there's some validity behind that. It actually is a real separation. Because I feel like too that if they weren't having these problems, it would probably I feel like that would actually, I feel like this happening might hurt the show, but then it might be people want to watch it to kind of see what things were going on, what could have happened. But then also too, what really stealed it for me to make me think that it's 100% believable was watching Lala on Watch What Happens Live whenever Andy Cohen asked her about it, because she's all for Brittany just cutting her, ending her marriage with Jax.
I like
Yeah, she
Lala,
was pretty honest
but
about
she's
that.
always she's always about somebody being single.
Yeah, that's true too.
That is a fact. Yeah,
Oh,
that
thank you,
that
green
is
screen.
definitely a fact.
What's
Like,
the good thing about her pregnancy?
I love her pregnancy. Like, I'm glad she
Excited
has a
for her.
village.
Yeah,
I'm excited for her. I'm glad she has a
Mhm.
village to
that's
help
probably
her,
what she felt comfortable
because
doing.
as
Yeah.
a single mom with a small village, I don't want to be outnumbered by my children.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
Mhm.
I have one, and she is amazing,
Yeah.
Oh.
but she isn't my only child. She has brothers and sisters, on her father's
Yeah.
side, but she's my only.
Right.
I am not trying to be
Right,
outrun by her.
right.
Right. Oh, for
But I
sure.
also
Mhm.
understand my daughter wants, a sibling that lives with her that's close in her age. Like, I get it. Like, the camaraderie. I'm talking to twins. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's nice to have
Uh-huh.
somebody to grow up
Oh
with.
yeah.
Yeah. True.
So,
Right. No, you're right.
I feel like she did the right thing because I mean, for saying that, it's like, I mean, she's like, what, I can't think, probably like 33, 34, I think now, something like that, I think, age-wise.
Mhm.
But I
yeah,
mean, it's like, that's probably her better chances of conceiving without having like really any kind of like issues, or like with it being going more smoothly. But then
yeah,
also the fact that she didn't want to have to deal with another, like, custody battle like she's having to deal with Randall. So she'd rather have the kid on her own. So I think she did the right thing
absolutely.
about getting a donor. So, but
Absolutely.
I will say, with that being said, do I feel like she might possibly use this as a defense mechanism when it comes to the reunion and people calling her out? Absolutely, because
For
it wouldn't be a
sure.
Lala without that.
Mhm.
Like, who do you think you're
Yep.
talking to? Pregnant.
Exactly, yeah.
Mhm.
Because that's exactly what she's gonna do.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
who do you think you're talking to?
Exactly.
I'm pregnant. You don't accept me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
pregnant.
Mhm.
Because
Like,
like,
she'll be a good 5 or 6 months. So, not in a rude way you can milk it,
yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
who do you think he's talking to? I'm pregnant. I gotta
Exactly.
protect my energy.
Mhm.
I'm
Yep.
pregnant. Like,
So nobody can be overly mean to
Yes.
her. Yep.
Mhm.
Because I mean, because she was really but especially Sheena really showing her asses this last episode.
well, Sheena's not gonna have an excuse. Do you think it's time for Sheena to
That
move
was a
over
mess.
to the
To the
valley?
valley. I think just about all of them are prepping to go over to the valley, except for probably James. I don't know. I think just about all of them are probably trying to like weigh out
Everybody
their
should go to the
options
valley. This
Yeah.
at this
generation
point.
needs to move on over to the valley. I
Uh-huh.
don't know who these new people are, but we don't need you
Mhm.
anyway. You're just
Yeah.
placeholders for this cast. for them to move over to the Valley. We're going to redo Vanderpump Rules around James Kennedy and Allie and the new staff. Give that 3 seasons to see
I
how
could
it
see
works.
that.
I would like
And
that.
then we're going to,
Mhm.
it's a wrap. Like, if
That's
you can't
actually
pick
it's
it up in 3 seasons, you are not really the guy we thought you were. It is a wrap.
Right. I agree.
Like, so
I wouldn't be
I'm.
surprised if that's yeah. I
I
wouldn't
know
be
y'all
surprised if that's
listening,
what they're thinking.
producers.
All right.
I know a couple
I
of you
wouldn't be
follow
yeah.
me.
Yep, they sure do.
Make sure you do that clip
They
so we
do.
can
They
make sure that
probably
they hear this. What is wrong?
but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the direction that they go into when you think about
Yeah.
it. And I mean, what makes sense to me also because the fact that there is, like I said before, like I'm a strong believer that where there's smoke, there's fire. There's been
Yeah.
rumblings about James and his behavior and everything, his actions. When it comes to
Yeah, but
physical
let's not repeat that because I
things,
heard they're
yeah,
very litigious.
they are,
I can
huh?
see that.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. So let's not repeat that, but we all know what that rumor is.
Yep.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's how I was
Okay.
being very careful with my words. I was like with
Mm-hmm.
being, accused of stuff or whatever.
Allegedly.
Supposedly, well,
The
allegedly.
way people getting sued nowadays, the way content creators are
hmm
getting sued, let's just imply
Ooh,
and
yes.
speak with our black girl eyes.
Right.
There we go. Okay. So since we know, situation, I wonder if that's why it's like it's oh wow, we haven't heard much about it. Why it's kind of like going, because
Mm-hmm.
that might be something that they're working on. They might be trying to
Okay. So I'm
like amp
also
it up
gonna
as being
you know why we haven't heard? You know why we haven't heard? Okay, you know what?
oh why? I
I
want to
got me a
know. I
little
want to know.
buzz. I'm drinking my water. It's the same reason we didn't see what was in Tom's journal when he
That's right.
was
They
writing.
worked some stuff out. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Clearly
Oh.
LVP has the final edit.
Yeah.
So we're only going to see
Mm-hmm.
certain people in certain lights. We're never going to get a full picture. We're never like
Mm-hmm.
so again.
She's
That's
trying
why I
hard
can
to
see
Right.
them giving
stop Sandoval not only
James
doing.
3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Figure something out, homie.
Yep.
Like you're a DJ now. You should be able to mix with the staff in a way that's
Mm-hmm.
entertaining. You have your girlfriend, you
Yeah.
have your friends. Like you should
Uh-huh.
be able to now carry a show as
I
the
think he
number one guy.
can. I really
Didn't
do.
you say you're the number
Yeah,
one
that
guy in
makes
the group?
sense.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
He's
The number
entertaining.
one
Like
guy in the group
He's
should be
got a
able
lot
to.
of different liners. And Ali is so likable. Like,
I
Yeah,
love
Ali is very
Allie.
I
likable.
love her.
She's
Yeah,
You
me
know,
very
she's
too.
not in my life
likable.
longer. It's like that.
Uh-huh.
That there's really nobody in that cast who I truly love except for her.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like,
I like Katie.
yeah, I like Katie and
I
Ariana's
like
kind of
Katie.
love. I mean, I don't quite love Ariana. I'm getting there,
I
but
like her story. Like I like again, I'm new to the show. I like her story. She seems like a cool chick.
yeah.
I
It's
share
like if
my
you
weed
bring
with her.
it. I hear you. Like when you bring it back to the beginning, I guess I see where Blair's coming from because it's basically like the way Lisa told Lala a while back. Like, you get them how you lose them, or
Lose
you
how
lose
you
them
get
how you
them.
get them.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and it's pretty much that's kind of what happened in a
Yeah,
way
that's
with
why I didn't like Ariana in the beginning because of the fact that she was so complicit and the whole thing, the way she got Sandoval, and then she knew about the whole Miami girl thing, the girl that he was sleeping with whenever.
Oh
And
yeah, that was
she,
definitely season
she
one.
stood
They
by,
didn't find out until like season 3.
she stood behind him to just to prove a
hmm
point and to like and it's just like I think the whole thing to me is just like kind of hilarious and the fact that it's blown up the way it has because I've been for years I've been like Ariana is way too good for this clown and like I've
You used to always say that. You remember you used to
which is
always
really
say
funny because yeah, I think that was like one of the few times when it comes to reality TV that
it.
what's it saying? I was like the canary in a coal mine because I
hmm
was kind of
Oh,
like
because you're the
something
only
about
one.
him and this is gonna blow up because it's like there's just something about him I just can't put a finger on, but I don't like him. He's sleazy and he's just like there's something sinister underneath that and underneath him. And Jax has been kind of alluding that for a long time, but with it coming from
hmm
Jax, nobody's gonna believe him. But what's it saying? The
Right.
Brooklyn
Yeah.
Pocket
Well, that
Light
was the
yesterday,
problem. Yeah.
so and that's kind of essentially what was going on, and then I had a feeling, and it's kind of, and now it's like they talk, everybody talks so much shit about Sandoval, laugh at him, especially Ariana, which I mean, understandable, because he put her through hell,
Right.
and she should have dumped him a long time ago. I think she's definitely, especially should have dumped him whenever her dad died, and how he decided
Mhm.
he wants to go and break things, whatever, with the tractors and smash things, whatever he was doing in Las Vegas. And
Wait, was
it's,
that when her dad died? Or was
yeah,
that when or her grandmother? Okay, was okay.
yeah,
Okay, I'm trying. I don't know why I didn't. Okay,
because her
okay, that's
grandmother
her
had
dad
died.
did
But that was
die.
whenever her grandmother died. That was
Yeah.
whenever
Yeah, her
that
grandmother just died.
yeah, that was like
So
whenever like
she's
That's
lost
right.
all
Okay.
these people while she was
Mm-hmm.
with him and he was never there for her.
yeah.
Never there. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
That's
Yeah.
why I just couldn't
Mm-hmm.
understand why
Oh,
she just wrote so hard for him.
why you stupid?
Yeah,
You should have been left his ass.
that's
I
how I
didn't know
feel
all
about
this
it.
because again,
Oh yeah,
I don't watch this
Uh-huh.
show.
right,
You
exactly.
Right, right.
okay, when I
It's
say
true.
this, it's gonna sound really cruel, but you only got one death to be like not be there for me.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
That second death, you're not there for me.
yeah.
Oh no, 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 no. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what did Reese Tisa say? You win of red flags?
Yep. Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Absolutely
Oh
not.
goodness.
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
But what do I know? What do I know? I made my own mistakes. Who am I to judge somebody else's?
But yeah, it's just been
Jesus
because
Christ.
I feel like that because it's like the way she like dissects everything he's done and talks about him. And I'm kind of thinking, I'm like, you were. It's like I mean, like y'all were together for like 10 years. You were with him for 9.5 too many. Like,
Yeah.
why? I just don't understand it. And but I think what she
Yeah.
suffers from is that like with being alone because she's never not been really. She's pretty much never not been in a relationship in her whole adult life and.
Mm-hmm.
To be single. Look at I mean, look what happened. She's got a man now, literally 10
Right?
days.
Like literally, I don't want to say literally right after, but
It was literally
it was
right after.
literally right after because if
It was literally right after.
if we're think about it this way, if we're filming 4 months after Scandal, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when they started filming.
Right.
You've already said in the first couple of episodes that you're paying for Airbnbs for you and the boy Dan because he wouldn't be comfortable coming to the house, and rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly.
Right.
But that's 3 months after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of thinking that episode. I think it was like the first or second. It was the second episode. I think it was something like that. Whenever they showed like a screenshot of her, a picture of her and Dan together, and it's like I kind of felt like almost like the producers
Mm-hmm.
are kind of shading her a little bit because it's like like Ariana Dan, like how it's like Ariana's boyfriend of 3 months because it said
Yeah.
something about how it's like
Yeah. Uh-huh.
because I mean I'm glad that people are saying that like are feeling the fact that it's like that was too fast and too soon because I mean I
Right.
feel like that like I mean years ago if I would have said something like that people have been like shutting me down a heartbeat but it's kind of like
No.
you
It's
know
absolutely no. It's absolutely too soon. Like
exactly because it's
Mm-hmm.
my thing is one. You clearly haven't even mourned your relationship.
exactly
Not at
You are
all.
not. I don't want to say not over Tom because you're over him. I'm sure physically and
yeah
sexually, but
Mm-hmm.
and even emotionally. But you're not over the loss of the relationship
exactly
Not
because
at
you're
all.
still
Like that was no
fighting to get
time
out of
thing.
it.
yeah
Mm-hmm.
exactly
And I just
Exactly.
really don't think that I don't know, again, I just don't think that was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I don't
it
think so
just seemed
either.
Yeah,
way too soon. It just seemed way too soon.
I agree.
And I'm not sure if a lot of them feel that way, but they're not going to say anything to her because she's like, she can be sometimes like, I mean, I wouldn't say like, I mean, like something about her personality a little bit can be a little prickly. That's the word, what I would say.
That's a good word for it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she can be a little
Yeah.
prickly. So it's kind of like, so of course, I'm not going to ruffle any feathers and say like, I mean, like, hey, like, don't you think I'd be a
See,
little bit too fast? Because even whenever they were kind of suspecting something might have been going on with with Sandoval and Raquel, or people had some kind of ideas
Right.
in the way how
Yeah.
she was so quick to shut it off, and also believe Tom Sandoval. I mean, like as crazy as he is, like the saying goes, a broken clock is right twice a day. I think whenever she was threatening to harm herself, I think that was true. Like if you were to break up with her, and I
Mm-hmm.
believe that because I can see her doing that, and she's struggled with her mental health before. And not to make
Same
light of it,
here. Yeah.
said anything, but I believe I could see that. That's why he hung in there like as long as he did, because he was
felt
obviously
stuck.
checked out, but he knew that she
Mm.
was going to harm herself if they broke up, and if he, because she kept saying, because I mean I could see her doing that, so I wouldn't doubt it, because she would
Right.
got
Yeah, that
very
makes
angry whenever
sense.
he said it publicly.
Mm-hmm. No, it's true. That's true. I
So
forgot
you
about
think that she
that.
did say yeah, because I remember when he said it, and I thought that it was
Mm-hmm.
more, I'm going to say, kind of tacky that he said it than anything else.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think that's what it was. I feel like that he shouldn't have said
Mm-hmm.
it, but I believe that. I believe it.
I think she may. I mean, like, I'm not going to hold you. I said some things to stay
I
in the
think we all
relationship.
do. Mhm.
I've
We
said
all
some
have.
things to stay in a relationship.
Yeah.
But,
Mm-hmm.
And plus, Sheena, whenever she confronted Tom Cena about, whenever he said it to her, the fact that she didn't dispute it. She just was like, and that's when you get her mom and you get her brother and all her friends and rally around her, and that's what
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
like help pick up the pieces. So we could pick up the pieces for her. And so it's about that she didn't say like anything like Ariana would never say that. Like she didn't dispute it. So
You're
with her
right.
being her
That's
best
true. She
friend,
didn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think she has said it before, and I think she may have not truly meant it, but I'm sure he was scared enough, to, not want to do that.
Yeah.
But then he went about the wrong way by cheating on her with one of her closest friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The thing that still drives me wild is how when he was on the Vile Files and he said that he's never going to, what he said he was never going to cheat like that again. And I'm like,
Oh,
how could a cheat, period? But he's like,
oh my
like that
goodness.
again.
Like that.
Oh my
So
gosh. Oh my,
publicly, recklessly, with one of my friends for so
mm-hmm.
long. I
Yeah.
mean, because all of those
It's
things were part of it.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's like he just didn't stop, but it's like he just continues to just dig a hole for himself. It's like as soon as I
Yeah.
think I'm like, okay, he might chill and sit back and might realize what he's done wrong or what he's doing. And then what happens all of a sudden, here we go. Oh my gosh, he opens up his mouth and then
Oh,
then the
Yep.
whole OJ Simpson and George
Oh,
you know who he is?
comparisons.
He's the dude
Oh
Ramona Singer.
yes.
Lord.
You got that
You
right.
know,
That
you
makes
know
a lot of
what?
sense.
He's the
It tracks. Sadly it tracks, but yeah.
he's the dude Ramona Singer.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
1000% is.
man.
If Ramona Singer had
Yeah,
a penis.
yeah. No, you're right. Actually, when you really look at it, it's
Think about
very very fitting. It makes
the
sense. But
most
no, it's
entitled, ignorant, selfish,
yep. Uh-huh.
narcissistic being, slightly maybe.
Yep.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. I got the eyes. I got. hmm
I don't want to say that
Yeah,
because
I know it's you.
bitch not gonna sue me for libel.
Yep. Yep. I get you. I get you for
Yeah.
sure. But what I did pull up was I liked what he would I had saw what it was from Bob Bros. I was looking at their posts and stuff because that's when I first heard about it actually because I had been so busy and stuff with work. And then I had
Love the
noticed it
Bravo Bros.
was yeah, it was you went to the live show, didn't you go you went to the live
I
show.
did I went to the live show. And I was supposed to
Yay.
go to the campfire show the next day, but I was exhausted and my babysitter was like, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, I'm not
Oh, oh
coming.
no. Oh, got it. Oh goodness.
Like,
It was I
and
was
by the
listening
time she said she
yeah.
wasn't coming, I was like,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
thanks.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you were just out of it. I get it. But I was watching. Let me see if this works. I'm gonna share my screen really quickly because I found this. It was with it's. I think it's. Is it shooter or? I think it or is it striker? Let's see. Well, I always
Well,
get the two mixed up.
there's Shooter and Steel. So the
That's it.
dude with the
Okay. Well, I don't know where I
mustache
got
is
striker from.
Shooter.
Okay. That's sorry. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's because so it's steel. Okay. Let's see here. Let me know if y'all can see because I want to. I'm gonna see if this works. Haha. All righty. Can y'all see it?
I think
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
it would cause a lot of us to look inward and to learn and to speak out and to realize there's still a lot of racial inequalities in this country. You know what doesn't compare to either of those things? You know what's not in the same sentence as either of those things? Is Tom fucking Sandoval. The fact that this man could go to the New York Times, and say that he is comparable to O.J. Simpson's trial and George Floyd is baffling. It is baffling that this man has the narcissism to say that sentence. When I saw this, I thought it was a parody. I thought it was a joke. I thought somebody made a joke because that's how ridiculous it is. The fact that this man is so narcissistic that he could say something like this, that he has the same impact as either of these things, is shocking. And it's more shocking that we continue to give him a platform. Why are people talking to him? Why do we allow him to say shit like this in the New York Times? If you want to listen to him talk, go listen to his shitty podcast. I'm so sick of seeing headlines. You would think that after the disaster that last year was, he would come into this year and just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Stop talking.
Forever.
Every time you talk, you make it worse. This season of Vanderpump, all we've seen is him continue to bury himself and take no accountability. And now I got to read about Tom in the New York Times comparing himself to OJ and George Floyd. What the fuck are we doing? I'm at a loss of words. I'm upset. I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm overwhelmed. I'm sick of this. I'm so sick of this shit. Stop letting him talk. Stop talking to him. I'm done. We've witnessed a lot of things in this country.
This is Steel.
Yeah.
That one's Steel.
Okay, Steel. That's okay. That's what. Okay, I knew I had it mixed up. I was like, I knew that wasn't Shooter. I don't know where I got Striker from, but okay, Steel. That was like the first.
Yes.
That was when I first heard about it.
So I heard, like, same thing. I hear about him, like, wait a minute. He said what? Now, bull. I get that we were all talking about Scandal. Even it was on CNN. It was on everybody's news. It was on CNN. We talked about it. You know how long we talked about it? A news cycle.
Yeah.
Yep.
We on the internet and social media, yes, we were consumed with it for about 3 months on social media. On the news cycle, boy, you got a cycle.
True.
A cycle. Now, somebody who's old enough, when I say old enough, I mean old enough, as in we watched The Verdict in my high school classroom. Like,
okay, so that was okay.
Yeah, I'm
in my suburban classroom.
Oh yeah. Same with us. We're in our Catholic school in our 8th grade.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're only So we're only a couple years apart. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I was in 10th grade.
Yeah.
Like, cause you don't know what to do.
Exactly.
Because you kind of want to celebrate, but you kind of think you're children.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Oh my gosh. Was it 8th grade? Or was it 7th? I think it was 8th grade plan.
Yeah, because I remember our teacher, like who we had at the time.
8th grade, you're right. Yes, it was 8th grade.
She was like low key, like didn't really say much, but low key, like I'm kind of happy that the black people got a victory on this.
I remember
really what we felt
yeah.
That's
no, it's true. Like really, that's
because I mean, it sucks to me. He tried to be like, just trying to be a piece of shit, and like, I think his son did it, but it was covering for him. But that's a story for another day.
I would like you to read the book that he wrote himself.
Oh,
if I did
that's right. I forgot he wrote a book. Oh Lord.
Okay.
Oh,
I read the book.
You did read it.
So what are your thoughts? Or if it's too long for this episode?
I've seen every documentary. I've seen and not like back then. I'm talking about now. I've read the book. I've seen the civil case depositions. His son did not do that.
Really?
His son did not do that. I would love to examine OJ's brain after he passes away.
Oh, CTE. I didn't think about that.
But I have also read the book. And what was actually most horrible was that I didn't read the book. I listened to the book on Audible.
Oh.
Mm.
And you have to pause it at times because he absolutely admits it.
Really?
Wow. I knew that he would say like said it like
He said
hypothetically, but he pretty much
he says I
admits
don't
that's that initial knowledge,
remember.
huh?
He says I
Oh.
don't
Oh wow.
remember, but this is what happened.
Oh, so he tells on himself.
Wow.
He can't be found guilty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's over with. Yeah, it's done.
Jeopardy? Yeah.
No double jeopardy.
That's why the book is called If I Did It.
If I did it, yeah.
He
Oh yeah,
he
he's a mess.
explains the entire. We can talk
Mm-hmm.
about it later. This is a Bravo.
Yeah,
This is Bravo.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, I know. That's
Speaking
like
of
another
Bravo
fabulous
stuff,
stuff. And
I
then,
want to get the Andy Cohen and Leah McSweeney lawsuit thing happening. And
yes.
how,
Oh
Yes.
my God.
I mean, it's pretty
Okay.
obvious.
Okay.
Major hot take on
I don't know if Mr. Cohen ever consumed illicit narcotics recreationally. Like I don't know that. That man not like I'm not in that pay scale. Um he's talked about smoking cannabis. Like he said that, and it's a legal medicine, not everywhere, but it is in New
Right.
York, it is in Pennsylvania.
Right.
There had been rumors and of Mr. Cohen liking poppers.
Mm.
I've
Among
never seen
other
him do a
things.
poppers.
Mm-mm.
I've never seen him do
I haven't
poppers.
seen it.
Allegedly, there's
Nope,
a
I've
picture
never
of
seen it.
him with a popper. I don't see it. I mean, I may allegedly have it, but I don't have it.
I've never seen it.
I would never show anybody because I want to work. And Kathy Griffin said, I didn't say this, but Kathy Griffin alleges that, Mr. Cohen had offered her,
Mm-hmm.
that powdery white substance that comes from Brazil. I don't know
Yes,
nothing
she
about that.
did. I do remember that. Allegedly, yeah, I do. She
Allegedly,
she
yeah.
didn't
See,
allegedly.
see,
Yeah,
she
allegedly,
said
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
She
she
said
said it right.
it.
She did say it.
I'm
She
just
did
saying
actually say
allegedly to
that. Yes.
cover my ass.
Right.
I feel like I may have
That's
allegedly
the
seen a
word we have
photo
to
of
use.
something zesty looking up his nose, but
No,
allegedly.
I don't. See,
More than
allegedly,
I.
like, because I don't know. Listen, I smoke weed. My mind could be playing tricks on me. Allegedly, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
You're right. A
Allegedly,
lot of things.
I just found it interesting. A lot of people stood up and like jumped with a bunch of posts online like, "We stand with you, Andy Cohen." It's like
yeah,
I've heard
like
so many stories about him out there just like being a problem, and but at the
that's the
same time, it's
crazy
like,
thing.
it's like did you know that? Yeah, it's like also like a lot of people defending him, which surprises me because
I do not think that. Okay, Leah alleges that Andy is doing the powdery substance. Excuse me, with housewives
yeah,
for favor.
Mm-hmm.
That was her
That's yeah,
sentence.
yeah,
Esta
that
no
didn't make any sense.
bueno.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. That didn't make any
Should
sense
have
to me.
just
That didn't add
said,
up.
yeah, see, because if you just say Andy parties with housewives, so what?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
have to give some kind of power imbalance.
Makes sense.
Like,
Oh yeah.
so what if it like real talk? So what if Andy parties with housewives? So what?
Which is true. It's like I
Yeah.
mean I
He's not
mean
trafficking
that's what they
cocaine.
do.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah, you're
he's
right.
not
He's not.
like he's not
I
doing
think
none
it's the
of
whole
that
like
stuff.
boss and like subordinate dynamic or whatever, and like
Okay, like, can we spill
But
some
then I
real tea?
also
Is
heard
he
that he's
really a
not really
boss, or
their
is he
boss.
just? Thank you.
That's
Kim.
that's what
okay.
I've been hearing. That he's not. Yeah, he's actually not their supervisor. I thought he was for the longest,
Yeah,
but he's
like
not. They
he's
said he's
a little bit of
Okay.
apparently he's not.
everything.
Mhm.
Like I hear he's an executive, and I don't want to say in name only because he clearly works hard. Like I'm not going to downplay Mr. Cohen's work or work ethic, but as far as bosses go, I think Mr. Cohen is not so much a boss, but more Bravo executive in talent. Like he's a producer,
Hmm.
yes, but I think more on an executive level. Like he's not a creator of any of these shows.
Right.
I think Ryan Seacrest created Orange. No, Ryan Seacrest created
Also, the
Kardashian.
Kardashians. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Princess over on Bold and Bougie created Atlanta. Like this,
Hmm.
like he doesn't create.
Yeah, you're right. He hasn't created
That's true. You're
a
right. He hasn't created.
show. Hmm. Yeah, and then I
So
also heard that he doesn't have as much power as he used to, like a few years ago, like a
That's
few
true
years
too. I
back.
forgot about that. Yeah.
And
yeah,
so that's why they said his power isn't as like as much as it isn't as high and mighty as it used to be. So he doesn't call the shots like people think he does and say he does. So that's why I was
yeah.
like, he's actually that's what I heard, that he's actually not their
I think he's more
boss.
just the
So
face.
Yeah.
yeah, I think he's just more. He's like he's not their manager, like not their boss, but he's of a higher pay grade, like a higher,
He's
I guess
like
you could
up
say.
here, but over.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Like if we're
That's it.
doing
Depends
like
on it. Yeah.
work levels, like
Hmm.
here's the
Yeah,
housewives,
uh-huh.
here's the talent. Okay, here's
Hmm.
housewives, here's Bravo, like below deck.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Here's Vanderpump Rules.
Here's the uniform. Oh, but yeah,
You
that's
know,
I'm interested
here's
to
Southern
see what
Charm.
I wonder how that's gonna play out, because I mean I've already expected him to be irate, but I already know that he must have been
Well,
fuming and red and screaming. He must have been just so angry.
you know what? I don't want to say I don't think he was pissed. I think he was, more so hurt because it's the same lawyers.
Oh, it is the same. That's right,
Uh,
it is the same lawyers, yeah.
These are the same lawyers. Like he's probably annoyed
Hmm.
AF. Like, damn it,
Hmm.
Bethany. Like,
But I'm like, does she have anything on him though to like
no,
prove her point? That's what I was saying. I was like, I
no.
don't think she even has anything, because that's why he went after. That's why he was like, you shut it down now and you take it back. Because he
Yeah,
went
like
hard.
that's
He was just
the
like,
thing. You got to
mm-hmm,
either show some proof, some tangible proof,
mm-hmm,
evidence of your claims of not, just him doing coke, but him doing coke with housewives for favors.
yeah.
Like
Sure.
you
right.
put in a whole allegation. I need proof, and not rumors. Like
Mm-hmm,
that's the thing, not rumors. Because you want to take it to court, okay,
yep,
Yep.
take it to court,
exactly.
and it's I don't want to say that, it's tainting the entire network because
Mm-hmm,
now there's like this. All right, now we got to see what happens with Andy because before it was
exactly,
just now we got to see what
exactly.
happens with Brandy. Like Brandy, we knew Brandy's thing was falling apart,
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
right? Because it's Brandy,
right.
and
Oh yeah, she's been.
she's really just kind of reacting because of Caroline. Like it's
Yeah.
you like Brandy. Have you been watching yourself the last 15 years? Like,
Exactly.
have you
Right.
legit been
No,
watching
it's true.
yourself the
Yeah.
last 15 years? Everybody's
Uh-huh.
not gonna like it. Because real talk, you should
Mm-mm.
have been fired when you slapped LVP.
Yeah, and I had
I
completely, because
forgot
that's the
about that.
season. I think I had missed that. Yeah, and I remember you had brought that up the last time, which
Yeah,
is
like when
wild.
she
They've given her so many
smacked her.
chances. Yeah,
So
they've
you
given
need to
Brandy a
like
lot of chances.
you should be
Oh, yeah.
gone. And it's just time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and your defense can't always be, well, you knew who I was. The network invited me back, so you just wanted it. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's her
Mm-hmm.
defense.
Yeah, no,
So
that's it's true. It's true. Oh yeah. But yeah, I was looking at on Instagram this little page 6 exclusive little article, this little clip here, but it is. I'm curious. I wonder what's gonna happen, because yes, it's true. It seems like news comes out every like Thursday or Friday, mainly every Thursday. Like some kind of
mhm.
any kind of breaking
Yeah.
news story comes out. So I'm wondering what it's going to be this week, because I didn't I really I kind of I was a little bit surprised that she did this. Compared to the others, I was more surprised that she did actually, but then again,
I
I
wasn't.
wasn't really, because she joined in on it right
Yeah,
then.
like I saw it come in when they did the that article, I'm like, oh, she going
Mhm.
to. But we didn't like you,
Oh,
Leah.
no, I
Like,
didn't even think of that.
and the thing is, like, how are you really saying Bravo tainted something and you did OnlyFans?
Yeah.
You did OnlyFans.
Yeah,
You
that's true.
showed your
She did.
twat. You
Yeah, she
showed your
felt the.
taint. Ew. You didn't just show your. You showed your whole taint like a
Oh,
porn
gross.
star.
Oh,
Not to shame
Lordy.
sex workers. I'm not shaming
Mhm.
that to shame sex workers. I'm saying that because she is claiming on one hand that her job is deplorable cesspool and it is all of these negative things,
Mhm.
but you contributed to it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think too, it's like honestly, because we all watch this for entertainment. This is our entertainment. We love
Exactly.
it.
Mhm.
It keeps us it keeps us
It
entertained because
keeps a
that's what it is.
smile on
But
our face.
yeah,
Yep.
like, and we're glad that it's not our drama, so we can watch other people's play out on
That's
television.
Exactly.
exactly why I watch.
Exactly. And to me, it's like, honestly, she really, and I hate to say it because she does battle with addiction and everything, and I know how serious that is, and I mean, whatever, but it's like, she really wasn't that fun. She was fun whenever she was intoxicated on that show,
Mm-mm.
honestly. I hate to say it, but that's the only time I found she was actually entertaining was when she was. But
I never thought she
other
was
than
fun
that, it's like she was really boring. You didn't think she was fun at all?
at all.
I thought she was a little bit fun.
Nope.
No,
Straight face. Nope.
no,
Nothing. Nothing about her was entertaining. I was
can't
not
stand
amused.
by it. I was for like the drunken parts. I did
Biggest
like
one
the
that
part whenever she jumped in the
surprises
pool was
me because
throwing
I
the.
remember because I remember Leah McSweeney like way before she got on Housewives because I mean that's essentially I think what happened was that how she got her money from how she became known because she had a clothing line married to the mob and she got it because of some
Mhm.
lawsuit she had with the cooks like she got arrested I think got beaten up by cops because of something she did. So I mean obviously
Mhm.
she's kind of rough on the edges to begin with so like this kind of seems on brand for her so.
But the thing is,
Suing it is
like,
at least it seems.
I'm just not. I'm not amused. I'm not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't have brought her on. Like, it
But
was
she
just.
just it didn't her
It didn't
dynamic,
fit.
it never really made sense. It really
Yeah,
never
that's what
fit
it
at
was. It
all. Like
didn't
she just
fit.
seemed yeah, she seemed like an oddball compared to everyone. I felt like whenever
Yeah.
Tinsley was there for a little bit, maybe it could have made a little bit more sense. But then even when she was gone, it just kind of like but it
It just
didn't
didn't
really.
fit.
But like I said, the best I could tolerate her honestly was, and I sad to say it, but I thought she was the most entertaining was when she was under the influence. But sadly, some people are. It's just how eh,
The only person I
how
can
it
say
is.
that about is Kyle.
Oh yeah, Kyle and
Oh.
her splits.
Speaking of
You
Kyle,
know,
I finally I saw that part like I went back and rewatched the 5 minute 27 second mark on an episode of
oh
Housewives.
yes, yeah, we went back and
Like how
watched it.
whenever Dorit texts
Hmm.
something, she turned on with the camera. Put her, yep. I really want to know what that was about.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
I think she's kind of
You
getting ass
noticed it.
at this reunion though, and I can't wait for
She's
Kathy next
coming.
week.
She's trying to throw hands this reunion almost. I mean, verbally, I would say verbally throwing hands, but I'm like, she's on one. Kyle's on one this reunion.
Kyle is so defensive. This
She is.
entire
She's very
reunion,
defensive.
she is very defensive.
The lady doth protest
Hmm.
too much.
Too much, baby. Just say, you know what? I didn't want to come out on the show. What she should have did was take the season off.
I
She
agree.
should have took the
Yeah,
season
I
off,
think. Hmm.
gone through her divorce in private, developed her
Hmm.
relationship with Morgan in private,
Yep.
Right. Hmm.
come back in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Mauricio would have
sounds
been old
plausible to me.
news,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and we're gonna come in and we're gonna celebrate you and Morgan.
Yep.
And we're
Yeah,
gonna
I mean, to me, that
celebrate you
makes
and
sense.
Morgan. Like,
Yeah. Hmm.
because clearly you're finding yourself. And that is okay.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
she should, like, when she had that fight with Kathy and she needed to fix her relationship, you should have left.
Yep.
You should have left because
Hmm.
you wanted to get even with Sutton.
Yeah.
And for you to say that she wanted to get even with you, no. Other way
Hmm.
around.
I agree.
Other way
I
around.
agree.
She
But
seems
she
to like
could have
really
came
have it out
back.
for something. I don't understand it.
Yeah. No, well, because Sutton and Kyle are friends. I mean, Sutton and Kathy are friends, and
That's
Sutton
right.
and
I think they're friends
yes,
long
Mhm.
before the show. I think too.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
friends. And Sutton, she was on Kathy's side and on Kim's side, and
Mhm.
she wasn't going to not be friends with Kyle because Kyle was going through something with Kathy, which is what Kyle wants her friends to do.
Yeah.
Kyle wants her friends to be
Uh-huh.
strictly
So,
my
mhm.
side, not anybody else's. Exactly what she hates Kathy doing.
And the thing
Mhm.
about it is that she doesn't even treat Sutton like a friend.
No,
No,
And
she
then
doesn't.
Sutton called her out in the
not at all.
episode of the reunion, the recent reunion, and Sutton was like, and she'll say, it's like you're always mean to me. And then Kyle's like, how's that mean to you? How am I always mean to you? And she said, in the words of Denise Richards, watch the show. It's like, is she really that delusional to think that she's
Mhm.
never been
Yeah.
bullying her since she's been on the show? Like, come
Like,
on.
she's absolutely insinuated that she had a drinking problem.
Yep.
She absolutely
Mhm.
insinuated that she had an eating disorder. She
Yep.
absolutely pushed 8.5 to
Yep.
question her about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
and that was
Oh yeah.
just this
All those
season.
things. Mhm.
And I'm going to fuck with you because you had a breakdown at the Magic Mike show. Like,
Yeah.
Sutton clearly had a breakdown.
Yeah.
For
She
whatever
did.
reason, she was
She
overly
did. Oh
embarrassed
yeah.
and she had a breakdown. Like,
Yeah.
That was the one time I will say that I had like secondhand embarrassment for
Yeah.
for
Mhm.
Sutton. I was like, oh no, because actually I love Sutton. I actually like her a lot, but
Me
I was like,
too.
oh no.
Yeah,
like,
I was kind of like face palming myself at that moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I felt bad for her. She had, she was overly embarrassed and stimulated.
Mm-hmm.
She had a breakdown. You know, it clearly happens. A little bit of anxiety, a little bit of panic, a little bit of embarrassment, maybe a little bit too
Yeah.
much to drink. Like all of these things,
Mhm.
it can happen.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
And you were mean.
Yeah.
You were mean to her then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
shunned her and embarrassed her and were mean to her about it.
Yeah.
So we can do that. Like, watch the show. I'll give you some examples. So because you were mean, all right. Because guess what I can do? I can be mean
Mhm.
too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And my
Yeah.
being mean is a lot more petty than you being mean.
Oh yeah. So you can play at that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I wanted, I don't want to say I wanted this to be a redemption year for Kyle. Because I don't think she, not in a rude way, I don't think she needed redeeming.
Mhm.
But there was like this kind of level of growth, excuse me, because we could see, excuse me, like this angsty, vile Kyle side with the more the Fox Force were getting stronger, like the less we saw of a fun Kyle.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
True.
I'm sure that is bad. Like, I'm sure that was hard for her. And I'm sure she wanted to grow and change and, all the mature things. But I think she can't do that while mourning her friend,
Yeah.
trying to figure out her marriage, mourning,
Mhm.
this the I don't want to say the loss of her sister, but in a way that relationship was severely fractured.
Right. Yeah.
She let Lisa Rinna come in between them. Like you let
Mhm.
Lisa and Erica and these outsiders come in between our already fragile relationship. And
Yeah.
you're
Oh
saying
yeah.
it's
And
for
that's
the show.
blood.
No, it's
Yeah.
not for the show. It's not for the show.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying Kathy is perfect
Mhm.
because I'm sure she's
And
Kathy
you
is
got some
Big
Kathy
Kathy's
stories.
daughter. I've,
Yep.
yeah, like we've all heard the stories. Kathy is Big Kathy's daughter, and I don't want to ever
Mhm.
get on her bad side.
Yeah.
Nope.
But Kyle, you're not a saint in that. Like you're also Kathy's daughter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you
Yep.
can be mean and
Exactly.
manipulative too. So I
Mm-hmm.
think I really wish Kyle could have, kind of taken a season off or a couple seasons off.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Because
I think she
now
needed to
with
do that.
because now with how she's with the last season the way it was, she didn't get, the Alex Baskin edit. It's really kind of showing her, and everybody is now reposting how she treated Lisa Vanderpump when
Hmm.
her brother passed away. Like, she
Right.
legitimately said to her, I got things going on in my life too. What? Like,
So wild.
Just
how
realize how deep it is. It's
insensitive
just insane to me.
can you
Yeah,
be? Like,
exactly.
Hmm.
Lisa had just lost Nanny like maybe a week, or I mean, excuse, not a week, a year earlier,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and then she lost her brother, and you coming to me with this Lucy apple goosey bull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, a lot.
Kyle, I have like, and that was the thing. Like, I don't know if LVP dropped those articles. I don't know. I
Hmm.
could care less, even if she did. So the f what? She wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
She
Like if
doesn't
they all
need
do it
to.
to each other. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like, thank you. LVP is probably the only one who doesn't need to because she got bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, true. She's
Like,
got a whole lot of it.
she got a whole lot of like she's the housewives that Kyle doesn't get along with the most are the wealthiest.
That's
Hmm.
true.
Camille,
I think about that. Yeah.
LVP, and Carlton.
Hmm. That's
Yeah.
true. I didn't even notice that.
A lot of sense.
And Adrienne Maloof,
Oh,
Oh, that's right. I forgot about her.
oh yeah.
the
Oh, I completely
wealthiest
forgot.
housewives are the one that Kyle
Hmm.
really bucks with.
Huh. That sounds
Kind
like
of
a
just the
power
type
dynamic
of
to me.
she wants. Yeah, she
Brandy
wants.
more so because Brandy, clings to Kim and they have that kind of relationship, and that's
Hmm.
another one Kyle fights with, but
Mm-hmm.
the one she really
Hmm.
kind of bucks with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Hadid,
Oh,
Yolanda.
that's right. Yeah,
Yolanda,
Yolanda.
Yolanda had
Oh yeah.
Oh, Munchausen.
Hmm.
money.
Yeah, I forgot about that. And that's yeah, Lisa Rinna was it Lisa and Kyle that accused her of the
Yeah.
Munchausen?
I think Kyle's the one that started it.
And they blamed
And
it
then
on
Lisa
LVP.
took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Lisa took it around
that's
with it, and
how
they
okay,
blamed it on
okay,
LVP.
that's okay. I knew it was something like that. I was trying to remember
Mhm.
how it all like
So I'm just saying, like, I don't. They're all wealthy ish
hmm
in their own rights, but it just seems like the ones that Kyle really just, mm,
uh-huh.
they because her and Lisa Rinna never went back and forth like that.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Her and
It's some type
Erica
of, uh-huh.
never went back
Yeah.
and forth like that.
No.
Oh, that's so interesting. I never thought about it. It's so funny how that's why I love doing these collabs because you can
Yeah.
figure out other people's perspectives and then you get new
These
thoughts and
again,
then
these are
you
just
it's
my
like
opinions. I don't know if any of this is true. This
yeah,
we can
but it
say
brings like
allegedly, but these are my opinions.
mhm. Oh yeah, but definitely it brings like another perspective and then like another thought process and it's like, oh, something I didn't think of. I didn't think about that way. So I'm very curious. I want to know what next month is going to look like, especially with what you call it's about to start. The Valley's about to start. We're about to get um the complete wrap up of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I want to know if Morgan and Kyle are going to officially come out at some point after the show. I'm hearing rumors. I was listening to Kate Casey's her Patreon podcast. Hers is really good. It's really, really good. And she was talking about they were talking about Kyle and Morgan and someone on there, one of the guests on her podcast had said that they believe, or maybe she said it, that they believe that it seems like from the rumblings that they are 100% together, which everybody pretty
Yeah,
much
they're
confirmed,
together.
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah, they're together, but they believe it's actually Morgan that doesn't want her to come forward
Yeah,
with
yeah.
them
No,
as a couple.
Morgan
They think
wants
that's
to
milking it.
stay
Yeah,
private,
they think she.
so I don't know if they're ever going to come out. But I know
Yeah.
they also have a documentary
That they're working on.
that they
Yeah.
did, that they're working on or
Hmm.
did that. I think something about Morgan's health.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The
And
cancer. Yeah.
yes, and Kyle got her help with their treatment and all of the things. And I think that
Hmm.
they have a genuine, solid, hopefully solid, but a
Relationship.
genuine
Hmm.
relationship, friendship. I don't know if it's more. I'm not
Hmm.
going to say that publicly because, again, I don't want to get
Uh-huh.
sued,
All right.
Right.
but
Right. Oh yeah.
it gives more than a friend vibes.
It
Oh,
does.
absolutely.
And then
Without a
it seems
doubt.
like in Harvard is it's like it's in whatever is going that's going on, it's like Mauricio seems to be all like he's a part of it. Like and Tristan, like they were all
No,
together
you know what it
recently and
seems
stuff.
like?
But
It seemed like Marisa thought she was a friend and was completely checked out and had no idea
I
I
was
can see
kind
until
of
it
that.
was too
thinking that
late.
at first. I
Until
was
it was
thinking
too
that at first, but
late.
I don't think that anymore. You think so?
Yup. I
Oh,
think I think that I think that he had no idea until it was too late.
That's what happens
oh,
sometimes.
got it.
Because I
Mm-hmm.
bet because the fact that he didn't feel threatened because she was another woman, and
Yep.
probably didn't think that she was into other women because look how long he's been with her for.
I think
Yeah,
he
oh
had
yeah,
no
definitely.
I think he was busy doing Mauricio and whatever that means.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Yep, no, that makes a
Whatever.
lot of sense.
And Kyle was at a point in her life where she wanted to grow and get to know herself. And,
Mm-hmm.
I think that how she described her meeting Morgan, um, listening to her music, resonating with her lyrics, I think
Mhm.
all of that is accurate.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's
And
just the
her
perfect storm
having,
for everything coming together.
yep. And I just
Mm-hmm.
wish her happiness in her authentic
Mm-hmm.
life.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh
I wish
yeah.
her happiness in her authentic life.
Offensive life.
maybe she'll
Yeah,
be nicer.
most definitely.
I hope
If
she'll be
she
nicer from this. Really,
maybe if she take her ass off reality TV, I think
yeah.
it's honestly, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
that Kyle's a mean person. I think that she is in a high stress environment
Sure.
and
Yeah.
does not no longer, because the show has evolved so much, she no longer knows just how to have a good time.
That
She
makes
You
thinks,
sense.
know, that makes yeah, that makes so much
yeah,
sense.
It's like everything
Yeah.
she
because
does and navigates is calculated.
exactly, because
Mm-hmm.
since LVP and Renna, like LVP's last few years and Renna's whole seasons, it's been very much calculated and very much, you
Yeah.
know, them versus them and this versus that, and
Uh-huh.
who can get one up on, and what
Hmm.
rumors are true, and it's no
Yeah.
longer about having parties and washing chickens with soap in the sink, and
Hmm.
all
Yeah,
of the
exactly. Yeah, it's different.
fun and silly Beverly Hills she, like those things that we
Mm-hmm.
come to
Yeah,
love and
yeah.
appreciate about our reality TV. It is no longer that. And I wish it was that. I
Uh-huh.
think other people wish it was that. And Kyle doesn't know how to get back to that situation because I think that
Mm-hmm.
minus Dorit, Kyle, and 8.5, I think the rest of those girls can have a good time, can mix it up, can
Mm-hmm.
reconcile,
Oh yeah,
and
I
keep
think
it
so.
moving. And I think that if we
Oh,
could add
definitely.
2 to 3 more women that can do that,
Hmm.
I think we'd have a show.
And I think you are right. I think
Like,
you're so right.
Kyle has to go.
Hmm.
Kyle has to go heal your marriage, go learn your relationship with
Right.
Morgan, go, go.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, go, and then in 3 years, come back with just a show for you, Kim,
Hmm.
and Kathy, and we would
Yeah. Oh,
all
definitely.
watch. Just you
Yeah,
three,
definitely. Oh yeah.
nobody else, and we would watch.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. I
And
agree.
we would call it. No, we can't call it KKK.
Lord, Lord, no, we cannot.
Rich times three or 3x rich, or I don't know. I don't know. I'm not that clever. Clearly,
Oh my
I'm not.
gosh. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
not that
Yeah.
clever.
Oh my gosh.
But
But I'm curious to see how everything like falls into place and turns out. And I'm looking forward to seeing the Valley. We're actually supposed to start another podcast for it. I don't know if we're still going to do that or not because like we've been sick, so we just threw everything completely off.
listen,
But I kind of like where we're going right now, though. I like I like this.
I'm having fun.
Oh my. Me too. I'm
Like
having a
I'm gonna be
blast. That's
honest
why we
with
had
you.
to have
I'm
you
not
back.
watching the Valley. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not watching the
You're not
Valley.
gonna watch it?
No,
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it because
I just
I'm
started
curious
watching
about
Summer
it. I have
House.
to see it.
Nope, I'm
Yeah,
not
oh
curious.
yeah.
I don't even.
What are your thoughts on Summer House right now?
Okay, so
What do you
I
think?
am new to. Okay, people who are listening to your podcast, please do not think that I am racist. This is just how I describe things because I'm old. I am new to this white people summer house. I was watching Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. I don't like
Mhm.
this because
Right, right.
this particular summer house did not resonate with me. It
Understand.
just
That's how it is with everybody. You know,
it was
different
a
things resonate with
cultural
different
thing. It does
people.
not resonate.
Right. I
Um,
get it.
but I am close with another podcaster, the Pink Pop Box. His name is Mark. Me and him are super cool.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh
so Mark
yeah.
and I were talking about. He's been trying to get me to watch Summer House for a long time. I
I
had not
follow
been
Mark. That's
interested.
actually how I first found you.
Oh, isn't Mark
Yeah, I
amazing?
found you.
Yeah.
He
Thank
is
goodness
great.
for Mark. Okay, so yeah, so Mark watches Summer House, and I
Yeah.
would see his posts, and I'm like, I'm just not like kind of cute, but I don't
hmm
know. And when the whole Carl Lindsay breakup happened, and that was everywhere,
Yes.
I
hmm
was getting DMs.
Oh, got it. Okay, okay.
And people were telling me, and I'm like, I don't care, like not in a rude way, but I don't
hmm
watch the show. I don't care. But I knew he
hmm
watched. So I'm like, do you
Okay.
know if this and this and this tracks? He's like, listen, you're gonna have to watch the
Uh-huh.
show. Like,
Yeah, got
so
it.
I would keep hearing things, and then the 6 minute trailer dropped, and I'm like, I kind of want to watch, like,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't watch. Then I saw the
Right,
clip
right.
of Lindsay calling this gentleman Snowy Carl, I'll say, because I don't know what gets people
Yeah. Oh,
what words you're allowed to say.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
I hear
like,
you.
that's your
hmm
fiance, and that's how you
I know. I
so
did that. Yeah. That's the wild
that
part about it. It's just
that kind of got me a little hot
yeah.
because this is the term for me. If you are my fiance, I am treating you now as you are my husband.
Yeah.
I
Right.
am going to
Uh-huh.
love you and protect you and never say a coarse word about you in front of these cameras.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, in
hmm
3 months when we go home, we will have different conversations.
hmm
Now, it's not that I'm not going to talk to you, but certain things you don't say in front of a camera because they have
Right.
professional repercussions.
Exactly.
Yes. I didn't even think about that until you just said it. It does.
Well,
That's what
I
got
think he did
like
the right thing by walking away from her. I'm so proud of him for that.
hmm
I had to then go and watch to figure out like now what did he do that you would reference him as Snowy Carl? So I
hmm
watched the first episode without,
Uh-huh.
Snowy Carl, excuse me. Carl and Lindsay hadn't arrived yet.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh, this is fun. I like this new guy. Like, I like the energy.
hmm Yeah, yeah.
Um, I'll have my conversation on Danielle later.
Oh Lord, yeah, that's gonna be a whole
Because I just
other.
got to know Danielle at Winter House. So
Yeah. Oh Lord, yeah.
I think unfortunately I got to know Danielle on the rebound.
Yeah,
And
you
so,
basically got to know Danielle.
damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, yeah. So, Summer House without Lindsay and, Carl was fun. Everybody's having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yep.
I'm like, oh, okay, this is cute. So, the next episode comes on, and you definitely see a change in the energy when the two of them come in, and it's more so with her.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh-huh. Yep.
their
Definitely.
energy is both anxious. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can tell they both have anxiety about coming in.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hers is more so, how are people going to treat me? Whereas
Yep.
his is, how can we make everybody comfortable and how can we move
Mm-hmm.
forward?
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, that's what it
Okay.
was.
So
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh, okay. And then how she was talking to Wes, I'm like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
nobody asked you how long you stayed in this house, bitch. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she walked in there completely entitled. Yeah.
yeah. So again, I don't know Lindsay any other
Mm-hmm.
season. I met her on Winter House also. And I liked
Uh-huh.
her on Winter House, but again on Winter House, her and Carl weren't together and she was drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't know if that makes a difference, but when I got to know Lindsay, her and Carl weren't together and she was drinking.
Yeah, yeah. I
Like,
just never yeah, I was never really a fan of hers because of she was very she's like very manipulative. Not yeah, very manipulative
yeah,
and
no,
very
no,
just
no, you're
very
right.
selfish. Yeah, very much so. Oh yeah, looks like well Blair's gotta go cook. She's she's got a dip and everything. She's got some things to do, but okay.
Mhm.
So she is gonna dip
Don't
and
you
everything, but
say
we're okay.
that. I thought you.
What is not couldn't?
Guys, we're laughing because we're in a group chat.
Yes, we're in a
And,
group.
we're in a group chat and we're reading the same text at the same time. So I'm listening
Yes,
to what
yeah.
she's saying as I'm reading the text. So
This is hysterical. Oh gosh, yes, well,
Blair
Blair
had to
had to
dip out for a
bounce.
second.
Yeah, she had to dip out and everything, but oh my
Hopefully she'll be
goodness.
able to
Oh
come
geez.
back. But if not, we're gonna keep the party moving.
Yes, that will.
So yeah, so the thing with I lost my train of thought, got me laughing. Where is
You're good. My dog is over here hacking. It's like Lucy, are you okay?
oh my god. You
Lucy?
okay, baby?
I think I'll be right back. I think she needs some water.
Okay, okay. I'm
Let me
glad we got
I'm
the
gonna
edits
crack my door
later.
before. Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay. We can put a pause. Like,
yeah, okay.
it's
She's
not
good.
live. We can
She's good.
pause. Okay. I'm about to say it's not like we
Oh
live
yeah, yeah.
live.
She's
We
no,
can
yeah,
always be
she's
like,
good. She's got yeah, you're fine. She's got a bottle right here. Not a bottle, but I've got a bottle of water. She's got a bowl. She's she's
okay.
good. She's good. But oh my, but yes, so okay, so Lindsay is very oh
Yes,
my
that's what we're talking about.
goodness.
Summer house.
I
Yeah.
tried for so long to like really like her and to tolerate her and like really get to know her, but it she just reminded me of too many well, I didn't have that many women in my life like that, but I've had enough to where they aren't in my life anymore. But it was just I mean, just so selfish. And I mean just everything was just about her. And if it wasn't like to her needs and to like what she needed specifically, or if some guy wasn't interested in her and somebody else in the house, it's like she had to have them. It's like it was just like oh, it was a
I'm not
mess.
a
She was a
fan.
lot to
Yeah.
handle and deal with. And I think with Carl and under his like going through this his recovery stages that he's in right now, I think that she and that whole thing is the last thing that he really needed. And it is it's been a mess.
Mm,
It's definitely
mm,
been,
mm.
yeah,
Sorry, I had a ginger
no,
chew.
oh no, you're fine.
I
Oh,
love every
ginger, I
so
need to get
often.
some.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
every so often I'll eat ginger chews
Prince of Peach ginger juice.
Yeah, my sister tells me about this, my younger one.
Yeah, because you should eat ginger. It's good for you.
Yeah, it's good for you. No, it is.
Yeah,
It's very good for you.
and I put it in
Yeah.
my lemon ginger tea. Oh, so good in the
Oh,
lemon ginger
nice.
tea.
Oh,
Like,
that
because
sounds
that,
really good.
yeah, lemon ginger tea with one of
Mm-hmm.
those and some extra honey. Mm, my mouth
Oh,
is
that
my
sounds
mouth is
awesome.
literally watering.
Oh my gosh, especially if it's cold outside. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh,
Hmm.
that sounds
Hmm.
awesome. Yeah, it's
Well,
a
I
little warm
also
out here.
I wish it's like 50 degrees, 50 and
Oh,
raining, and tomorrow's gonna be like 50 and windy, blustery.
oh, that's not fun. Eek,
Yeah.
eek, 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 eek. Oh, oh, and I wonder how was the Bros show? The Bob
It was
Bros.
fun. It was fun. I actually met up with one of my followers who's actually been following me for probably since the first day of my page. She's a local
Oh,
girl in the area,
awesome.
and me and her just like kind of, excuse me, just kind of clicked. So we both ended up at the show
Yeah.
together, sitting across from each other. So we had a good time.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
great. Did you get to beat them back like or talk to the guys after the show or
yeah,
anything?
for a quick second, because they were doing their meet and greet. They had a meet and greet before and
Oh, yeah,
after,
yeah, yeah.
so they were doing their meet and
Uh-huh.
greet. And honestly, like I don't want to say I'm an old lady, but once it hits 9 o'clock, nine
Uh-huh.
fifteen, it's
You ready
time
to
for
go
me to
home?
go. Yeah, like
I hear
I
you.
had honestly, like, and plus the city winery, it's not expensive,
Mm-hmm.
but two drinks, sliders, and truffle fries plus tip is $85
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a lot.
plus parking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot.
Like, it
Uh-huh.
was time for me to go.
Yeah. No, I get that. I hear you. I'm glad you got to go though. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. I really did want to go out the next night to the
Mm-hmm.
Kempire show because that's a different vibe.
Yeah,
Like, although
it
Kempire,
is. Yeah.
also does
Uh-huh.
Bravo recap, like that's a different
Uh-huh.
vibe. And I really wanted to go. I
Yeah,
was
it
kind of
is.
salty. My babysitter, because
Uh-huh.
my mom had my daughter the day before, and my babysitter, she
Okay.
unfortunately was like, I'm on my way, I'm on my way. I'm running late. I
Yeah.
can't make it.
Oh.
I don't think I can roll my eyes anymore.
Oh,
But
I know, right? Hard eye roll. Hard.
right? Like, but
Oh my
things happen.
goodness. Oh yeah, definitely. No, you're right about that. That you're right about. I know now I'm just starting to realize I'm like, because things are it's like ever since my whole schedule had shifted, like things I'm just trying to get back into that groove of like
Hmm.
getting caught up on these shows because I didn't realize how behind I was. And then
Yeah, I'm
of course,
so
oh, that was the other
behind.
thing I wanted to talk about. Yeah, and like Brock and Sheena, everybody was making a big fuss over the fact that he signed the deed over to her, but it made sense to me. Like
I'm
especially
gonna
after
say
I
it
listened to
absolutely
her
makes
episode
sense.
of
Like,
yeah, oh yeah.
if she's the primary breadwinner
Hmm.
and he has um not a lien of child support, but he has child support
Uh-huh.
obligations. I
Hmm.
absolutely wouldn't want anything in his name. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Abs-
Uh-huh. And
Like,
that's basically what yeah. Uh-huh.
mm-mm. And
Yeah, it made sense
that's
to
smart of
me.
her.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
he broke it all. They
people,
broke it down.
yeah, people assume and think that, if you're married, everything should be split 50-50. This is how it should work for everybody. But that's
Hmm.
not the case. Like, some things are
Right.
different from other people. And she probably knew that, even though he's paying his child support, anything could happen. Like,
Hmm.
anything could happen.
True.
And, she wouldn't want, I know I wouldn't want my property tied up to somebody else and their
No.
obligations. Like,
Uh-uh.
my house is
No.
in my name only, and that's enough. Like,
Right, right. Yeah. No, you don't need any other headaches like mixed up into that, And
mm-mm.
they brought up both about how like they've had the prenup and everything basically like for the same reasons, but it made sense to me. It just sounded really logical. It's like everyone was like, "Oh, they're on the verge of divorce." I was like, "No, she's trying to protect her assets," and which I don't blame
Exactly.
her because
Like,
look what happened with her before when she was married to to that Shay guy. What's his name again? Mike Shay, which is married to him. Feel like that. She lost out on a lot.
I
So
I was say like I don't again I wasn't watching them, but I hear that
mhm.
she had to go back to waiting tables because she lost everything.
Yes, she did. She lost a lot because of him. He was like, yeah, he blew through her money and then disappeared for a
Yeah,
little bit. It was a big mess. But so it's like I
I
get it. It
hate
makes
that.
sense. Yeah. Oh yeah. I
As
think it makes
Charlemagne
sense
would
because
say, she exhibited big back behavior.
yeah.
I hate
Like
Charlemagne. I'm sorry. No, I don't, but I hate
Charlemagne. Yeah.
Charlemagne.
No. Charlemagne the God.
I couldn't roll my eyes any harder. I'm sorry. If y'all could see Kimberly just sitting here
Y'all
laughing
can
at
see. I
me,
know if you can see
like
this.
she's laughing at me because I am rolling my eyes so hard right now.
Yes, your facial expressions are hysterical. That's why I'm like, people need to watch these shows on YouTube. I'm part of it, and at the
This is
same
my out.
time,
Literally see my inside emotions on my face, like,
I love
which is
that.
why I can't lie. Like, I can't. Nope.
Uh-huh. I get it. I get it. But oh yeah, I'm just curious to see what happens. And okay, all right. And so I do want to touch on that really quickly. I don't know if you don't. I can't. You don't watch Real Housewives of Miami, do you?
I do.
Did you see the reunion?
I I did see the reunion. I saw
Yeah.
all three parts of the reunion.
Yeah.
And you know who I am
Yeah.
tired of seeing though? Mother
hmm
effing Nepo baby Marcus Jordan. How about you sit
I mean,
down
I'm
after
tired of him
several?
too.
You sit your
Yeah.
Nepo baby ass down.
And you know
As
what?
Kobe
At
said, you
first,
weren't in the gym shooting with me. Don't you claim what
yeah.
your daddy did.
And it's so,
Sit your
it's so
punk ass
funny.
down.
And it's so funny that you're saying all this because it's like at first I was rooting for him and Larsa. This is why, because I was thinking that, okay, that maybe from my observations of him in the past, because I didn't really know much about him, well, okay, maybe that might be, it's a little bit of a strange dynamic. At first I just started laughing hysterically because I'm like, boy, I'm like, if Larsa does not have a game plan, like I don't know what she does. She still thinks she had an ultimate game plan. I still think that, no matter what anyone says. But anyway, I was like, I was rooting for them as a couple because I thought maybe he can make her a little better, a little something. But now that I
I
look
thought
at it,
she was going to make her a
after
little
watching the
softer.
reunion, yeah, that's what I was thinking. But now after watching the reunion and everything and stuff, it's like they're honestly think they're both made for each other. They're
Mhm.
both I mean, they are just two peas in a pod. It's
There
like,
are two
I mean, and then
entitled peas in a pod. There are two
they are, yeah.
entitled, selfish, self-centered peas in a pod. How dare he say, like,
Uh-huh.
you, sir, are not the basketball legend. Okay?
No, not at all. Not at
You,
all. And you
sir,
could tell
just
that
did not get swallowed.
right, exactly. And you could tell the reason why, it's like like if any of the husbands and stuff really want him around is because he's Michael Jordan's son. Not Michael Jordan, it's his son. So,
Like,
I mean,
and the thing, you
it's
know what I really know? I know this to be a fact. I bet you he wouldn't have all that energy if Russell was out there.
mm-mm. Nope.
I bet you he wouldn't have all that energy if Russell was out. I bet you he wouldn't have all that
Mm-mm.
energy for Todd either.
Nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
Or
I don't think so.
Nicole's husband. I
Yeah,
can't remember his
oh
name right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Me
Anthony.
either. Yeah, yeah, I like him a lot. I like Anthony.
I
I think
like
he's
Anthony.
cool.
Anthony don't play those
hmm
games.
No, he doesn't. Not at all.
Anthony does not play about his family. Russell does not play
Uh-uh.
about his family.
Nope.
And
Not
like
at
you
all.
must
And I
have
love
really
Russell.
forgotten, like Julia is the wife of Martina Navratilova.
Yeah.
How dare
hmm I know. I know. Oh
like
Lord. Oh boy. I was just
I
like,
bet you your
huh?
daddy knows who Martina Navratilova is.
100% he does. Yeah, he told me who she was years ago.
Like I bet you your daddy knows who she
Oh
is.
yeah.
I bet you your
Yeah,
daddy
oh yeah.
wouldn't
Oh,
mind
his
having
dad. Yeah,
lunch
yeah.
with her. I
Oh
bet you your
yeah.
daddy
I'm
wouldn't mind
sure.
having lunch with her. Like it's a
Those are two great
conversation
athletes.
because
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Like And that's the thing. Like, if you're going to really say this, we don't talk about anybody else's dad, because your girlfriend is your dad's co-worker's ex-wife.
Ex-wife, yeah. That's so weird.
Like, it's weird because your
Uh-huh.
dad worked with her ex-husband for years.
Yep.
So much to the fact that
Mm-hmm.
she still won't change her name from Pippin.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. It's like
So
I literally feel like she does not want to go like she does not want to go anything below Pippin. That's why I think she's trying to
what
step
is
it up.
Lars's last name anyway?
I have no idea because her and Scotty were together for like since like forever, like since high
Yeah.
school. Was it high school? Yeah.
College maybe, but I
Wonderful.
know a long time. Like,
Yeah. Maybe
no,
college. I think you're right. I think it's college.
nope. Let me rephrase that.
Hmm.
That was his first wife. Larsa did not come around until the 90s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. I forgot. I just learned this tea the other day, and I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh, please do, because I feel like I'm missing some things.
It's okay. Um,
Mm.
yeah. He didn't marry. He was married to Karen McCullum first, and he was married to her
Oh.
from 1988 to 1990. Actually, there's more. This is why the tea is
Oh.
fresh. So,
Oh. Uh-huh.
okay. So, but let me give you the stats. He was married to Karen McCullum from
Uh-huh.
1988 to 1990. He was
Mm-hmm.
then married to Larsa Pippen, 1997 to 20. The divorce was finalized in 2021 when he caught
Right.
her out with.
Okay.
Remember, he caught her out with Future
Yeah.
and was like,
Mm-hmm.
done.
Yep. Yeah, that
Like,
was
you
when it
supposed
was
to keep
over
that
with.
in the
Yeah.
house. Like, you wasn't supposed to go
Mm-hmm.
outside with
Right on the street.
that.
Yeah.
Now, the reason
Mm-hmm.
that this scene is so fresh in my head is because just L Murasaki, right?
Uh-huh.
You know L, right? Housewives and Chit Chat. Okay, so
Right, right, yeah.
Elle had just posted on her, I can't remember if it was on her TikTok or God, I hate TikTok sometimes. I'm sorry. It's always just so
You're
loud.
good.
Okay.
It is loud.
Let's see. See? Okay, if I
Mhm.
can find it. So she had just posted about Scottie Pippen and his brother. I don't want to say it. Nope. We're gonna get back to here it is. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, Scottie Pippen's ex-girlfriend pins emotional letter to the Chicago Bulls and accused them of harassment. Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh.
It's a lot. I'm gonna send it to
Uh-huh.
you. I'm gonna
Okay, yeah,
because
send it to me.
sent. It's a good one. It's a good one. But that's why I'm like, wait a minute, why is it so fresh?
Huh?
Because I had just seen it.
Oh.
Yeah, so Scotty and
Yeah, I
Larsa
got
Pippen
it.
accused of harassment by X. So all of that, alleged Larsa sending the
Uh-huh.
paps on people and Larsa, selling
Yeah.
stories.
Uh-huh.
Allegedly, is his old hat.
Oh, I see
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
now. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, this is
So
making
again,
sense. Mm-hmm.
I,
Uh-huh.
yes, but Larsa, I don't know if Larsa,
Mm-hmm.
back to the original thing, what is Larsa's last name? Like, who is Larsa Pippen?
Let me Google and see if we can find.
Like,
Let's do this. Let me do. I will share my screen and do a Google search. I'm like,
like,
since I'm over here sharing screens, let's see here. Okay. I am. Alrighty. Okay, Lucy, I hear you. Alrighty. Let's see here. So we're looking at Larsa Pippen. What is Larsa Pippen's last name?
oh,
Okay, let's see
Yunnan.
here. All right. Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Well, I knew she was she's, I think, Middle Eastern.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I think she's. Oh, look, nationality. Let's see. I think it should say. I think she's Middle Eastern. I believe you are right. Yeah, yeah, you know. Let's see here. She is what is let's see. Oh, she's Moroccan. That's right.
She's
Okay.
Moroccan. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
yeah,
God, that
interesting. But
face. Like,
oh my
oh,
gosh.
that
But
face.
oh my goodness. It's just I'm wondering if that quick little breakup they had like right before Valentine's Day. I was like, if that wasn't a publicity stunt. And it's like I'm like she had to go try to take the Super Bowl from Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I was like, she had to go stage a whole breakup during the Super Bowl. Like, leave it to Larsa. And then all of a sudden, it's like Valentine's Day, she pops up with a rock. And she's back with Marcus. And I just saw a little clip of an article somewhere. I don't know where it was. The little clip said, we hit a speed bump. I'm like,
Like it's
oh, right. Oh, boy.
I know that they're not going to get rid of Larsa because it's Larsa Pippen.
Mm-mm.
She's a big name, and
Yeah.
now she's really
Right, right.
kind of synonymous with
Mm-hmm.
Housewives of Miami. So she's
Yep.
gonna be on there. But
Yeah,
oh,
I think
she's such a
so.
pain in the ass to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh, boy. I'm curious
she
to
just
how
really grinds
that
my
goes.
like.
Yeah,
She's
mm-hmm.
like burnt macaroni. Like you can
Oh,
still
Lord.
use it, but it's just stuck to the bottom of the pan of the pot, and it's just a little bit of singe to it. Like, all right, I can get through it. Like, I can deal with it, but I can definitely
Oh,
taste
my
the
gosh.
difference.
Yeah, oh yeah, the analogy. But it makes sense. It's sad because it's like I thought she could be. I'm like, why can't you be a better human, be a better person, human being? And then the way that she handled Gertie's whole situation too. Good Lord, it's like the
And
woman's
like you
got
thought she
cancer.
would
Is
have,
literally
like she
facing
had a
a.
moment of
Mm-hmm,
okay, she won't be such a piece of shit. When she was
mm-hmm,
talking to Lisa, like, like don't buck up at her because if Kiki bucks back, then what? Like then she'll be in the
mm-hmm.
wrong. And you
Yeah.
thought that she might have a little bit of a redeeming quality, but no,
Uh-huh. No, no,
same old Larsa,
none at all.
selfish,
Not at
entitled
all.
son of
No.
a.
Mm-mm. No. That's how I'm kind of like when I really look at it. I'm like, she and Marcus are made for each other. It's just now it's just like when you look at it,
Mhm.
it makes so much sense.
It
It's
makes so
it's
much
like,
sense.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, I think at this point we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I got a dog that needs to is hollering at me.
Oh, and I think we've covered everything on Bravo.
We have, yeah, we've covered everything on Bravo, and then we're getting back on track. So I'm glad we're back on track now. After being gone for so long, everyone again, we're so sorry. We've been so sick, but we're back. And we're like, who better to come back with than Philly Diva?
Oh, I thank you
And
so
thank
much.
you.
I appreciate you guys
Yeah.
having me.
Yes. Oh yeah, we love you. We're big fans, of course. And of course, we had a lot of people, a lot of messages and DMs, people asking you to come back. So we're like, oh, we're already planning on it. So
Oh my gosh. Y'all
yeah.
know
Oh
I'm talking
yeah.
this baby shit, yo. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys. So I
Oh, same here. Same.
go
It's
ahead
so
and take
much
the dog out because
fun.
we'll sit here and talk. Like
Oh yeah, I
we'll
know
sit
you're
here and
right. Yes,
talk.
we'll go. We will. We'll do it. I know for hours again. Oh, yeah. Well, everyone, please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, leave us reviews. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcast. Please, it's very important. You can even say the sky is blue, and please give us a 5-star rating. It'd be great. It helps out with the algorithm. And then I'll also leave all of Philadiva's information for her. She's got her YouTube channel, she's got her Instagram, TikTok. I'll leave all that and stuff as well. So y'all follow her also. We've got more great content coming, lots of changes, great changes, fun more things we're adding. So yeah, and we're here, we're back. Hopefully we won't be going for as long next time since we're pretty healthy and we've got the Valley coming up, which I'm excited about. Like I said, I'm excited
Oh,
about it, but not
my
everybody
face
else.
was not frozen. I just was not excited.
No, let's not start laughing.
I
Not
just want to know.
the
My
story.
screen wasn't frozen.
It's not at all. Well, thank y'all so much for having us, and we'll be back. And yes, we'll be back and just keep on keeping on. And we've got some more tea coming your way very soon. All right, y'all
Bye,
have a good
everybody.
night. Bye.